As I got off the freeway on my way home from work last week, I looked out of the windshield as the sun was hanging in a perfect place in the sky and felt a sense of nostalgia. I tried to capture the moment in my memory. My whole life I can remember perfect moments like this in the car, looking out the window. This moment in particular reminded me that one day I will look back fondly on my life as it is today. Regardless of the struggles I may face in life, most of my past I look back fondly on. So I began to think of the moments in my current everyday, which I will miss one day. Moments like this one. When I'm not working anymore, I will look back on my working days and remember the quiet drive home before the kids come out asking about dinner. I will miss waking them up in the morning when they're not living at home anymore. I will miss them at home all day when they're no longer distance learning, however difficult some of it may be, because right now I know that they are near. The closed door to my teenage daughter's room may be different now than it was when she was younger, having her by my hip all the time. But one day, I will miss simply knowing that she's behind that door. I will look back at the hard work we put into building this Airstream and the family members that helped us with gratitude. When we get new furniture one day, I will even remember our home and the comfort it brings us today, cat-scratched couch and all, with fondness. I will remember the messiness of kids and pets and the purpose Scott and I have in making it all run smoothly. I will miss these animals when we have to say goodbye, something I'm thinking a lot more about these days. I keep telling my girl Betty to let me know when it's time. I'll actually be able to laugh one day about the time that we dug up all the grass in the backyard to build a pool until COVID hit and unemployment disqualified me from refinancing our home. That day is not today, but I have to remember that one day I will laugh at this giant dirt patch. I will miss my neighbor Paul one day when he's no longer next door. He's a staple to our neighborhood, and I will miss the laughter he brings us. As him and his sister age, I know that one day someone else will live in that house. I will reminisce about all of the work I put in for my spiritual community this year. Being the president of the board and running the auction, remembering the ways in which it pushed me to grow as an individual, to live outside myself, and feeling so responsible for an entire community in a time like this. All of the Zooms and the protocols and the challenges that I've faced will be something that isn't emotionally taxing anymore, but just a memory. One day, I will be able to talk with others who were alive at this time and remember this moment in American history when we were all so raw and things that have been hidden began to reveal themselves, pushing us to change as a nation. Knowing that we have decisions to make about who we've been in the past and who we want to be in the future. One day, I pray, we aren't so divided, and we can remember this challenging time as just that, a season of our past that pushed us as a nation to stand up for justice and for love and to urge our leaders to do the same. With that, I encourage you to take the time today, if you will, to think about what it is about your current everyday life that isn't permanent, and know that you may just miss it in the future. With all my love, Easton Lee.